There are over 190 countries on Earth, and more than 6.5 billion people, almost all of whom are nationals of one country or another. A person's country of birth determines many of their opportunities, the education they may receive, the health care they have access to, the wages they will work for, and perhaps most importantly, where they will be allowed to migrate and work. Many, of course, try to migrate illegally. They are the criminals of the New World Order, defying the law in search of work, education, and a better life.
The direct obstacle to people moving across borders is the fact that people with guns stop them. And they exercise violence if they have to, but whether they exercise violence or not, it's direct coercion that stops people from moving to take advantage of the opportunities in rich countries. Those people with the guns aren't rogues, they're officers of the law, and they're under the complete control, democratically expressed, of rich country citizens.
I think all countries should protect their own people first.
And there are some countries certainly who have very strict immigration laws, usually because there are good reasons for it.
We're suffering very much from people coming in and taking all our finances.
You better be smart enough to figure out whether the people that are coming will be a good thing.
If, however, you're just, for the want of a better word, flotsam, and you're looking for somewhere to...
then they're taking the job from somebody else.
As every country have to protect the people is already in the country.
La situation actuelle ressemble à l'apartheid, ou alors même plus que l'apartheid, parce qu'il y a une discrimination totale. C'est-à-dire quoi? Il y a des barrières que les États occidentaux mettent au niveau de leurs ambassades.
Somos gente de campo y no quieren dar una visa para gente de campo.
Pour eux, nous sommes vraiment des singes.
Es que hay muchos racistas también que no quieren que otros trabajen pues igual que ellos.
C'est difficile pour que le blanc acepte le noir.
Los americanos de allá vienen aquí y nosotros aquí los tratamos bien. Entonces, ¿por qué no tenemos derecho a nosotros ir allá?
Je crois que le noir a droit de voyager comme il veut, d'aller là il veut. Comme le blanc aussi, il quitte le chez lui, il vient chez nous, c'est comme ça.
As you can see, this is the place where I live. Yeah, and if I want to maybe travel to another country or go to a better place than this, it's not easy for me to do it.
Si le blanc ne me permet pas facilement d'aller en Europe, c'est tout simplement parce que je suis nègre.
Because we are, as you can see in this country of ours, especially here in Kibera, people are very poor. They are not financially stable, of which they won't allow us. They won't allow us because of our status. Maybe the way we are down, we may go there and pull down their economy down, and kind of them people, we are blacks. Maybe they are whites.
What used to matter was who you were born as. So if you were born as a king or if you were born as a peasant determined your life chances. But where you were born didn't matter as much. So if you were born rich in Egypt, you were actually better off than being born a peasant in France, even as late as the 1800s. Now, what's happened over the course of modern history is that within these nation states, we've eliminated these inequalities of who you were born. So hopefully now we want who you were born as to matter less and less. But the weird consequence of that from a justice and human rights point of view is now where you're born is all that matters.
If you're going to say the person has a right to come here just because they're poor, you basically have to open your doors wide. You have to be prepared to go under. It sounds very generous and it sounds very moral, but at what point can you maintain yourself as a functioning country if you say if someone's poor they have a right to come here? Now that may sound heartless, but let's be realistic.
Have them pay a fine for having broken the law.
Fucking illegal immigrant, cockroach, bastard!
immigrants
learn English.
I want to know if they speak English.
Low-skill immigrants, that is, immigrants that don't have a high school degree.
They have never finished high school.
Whether they're legal or illegal.
Illegal immigrants have settled in this country illegally.
Receive about $30,000 a year in government benefits.
So we're paying the tab.
I think it starts with having secure borders.
Close the fucking borders.
It sounds like Congress and the President need to realize that importing low-skilled workers isn't a good deal for taxpayers.
That's right! Get the fuck out of here!
And certainly in terms of electoral support, if a party came up and said, if we come to power, we will open the doors tomorrow, and if 100 million people want to come here from India and from China, they can come. You're not going to get elected.
Cada una de estas cruces significa una persona caída. De aquí empieza, vamos a caminar alrededor de 1 kilómetro, un poquito más, para que miren la cantidad de cruces que se ha tratado de intentar cruzar y ya han muerto.
Pourquoi les jeunes qui sont allés à l'école, dans les grandes écoles, ont ouvert les yeux, comme on dit chez nous, préfèrent maintenant partir du pays pour aller chercher un avenir plus meilleur partout dans le monde, où enfin, on appelle ça Eldorado. C'est pourquoi il y a pas mal qui meurent en mer, pas mal qui meurent dans le désert du Sahara.
Pues vamos buscando algo mejor, ¿no?
No hay trabajo, no hay dinero, no hay industria. ¿Qué vamos a trabajar?
Como todos, porque llegamos con la necesidad de trabajar, buscamos cualquier trabajo.
C'est pas à Paris que j'irai voler. Non! Ce que je fais au Cameroun, je peux bien le faire en France, mais je n'ai pas accès.
But if they make it, they'll be all right. I guess either way, they can just go right here, down there, and they cross the border. If they make it, they're cool. They're straight. You know, they make it, they get to work, or they get to make their dreams come true.
While the people of the wealthy world largely enjoy the freedom to go where they like, the poorest 2/3 of human beings live behind walls. Without education, money to invest, or sponsors, they're simply not allowed into the wealthy world. A few manage to negotiate the long road to refugee status, and others eke out a tenuous existence as illegal immigrants. The rest remain behind. Is this right? Should the rich world have the right to exclude these human beings? This is the essence of the borders question.